This is one of those stories that doesn't look scary yet, but that's exactly when you should pay attention. There's a virus with no cure that's just been detected near Kolkata, India, and before anybody switches off thinking this is some distant medical headline.
Well, what do you mean that we have another disease, that people are taking the COVID restrictions again at airports? So it's the new virus called the Nipah virus in India, and it's already affected 200 plus people. We wanted 2016 back, not 2019.
Child, I may be out of sight, but I damn sure ain't out of the loop. Tell me why we can't never go into a new year without a goddamn virus. Like something that's really about to damn kill us. We have to go into the new year with something. They always put some shit in the goddamn air. But let's get into it.
So right now, there is a panic spreading online about a virus in India. The Nipah virus, people are saying it comes from bat spread through fruit, and because of that, the US government is shutting its doors to India entirely. Flights cancelled, borders tightened, fear turned all the way up. So guys, I would like to drop some clips of videos for you to see how people are reacting to this. We'll come back to talk about it.
Y'all, countries across the world are shutting down their airports. They're putting people in quarantine. This bat virus that came out of West India is nothing to fucking play with.
A deadly virus that can spread from bats to humans has been discovered here in South Australia, prompting an urgent warning from authorities. ABLV is similar to rabies and can be transmitted to humans who've been bitten or scratched. SA Health says only 9 cases of the virus have been found in bats since 2012, and most of those have been detected this year. It says heat-stressed bats that fall to the ground should never be approached.
The nigger virus, here they go with the bullshit. So right now in India, it's a virus from a bat. Not only that, y'all, they say that this is a highly deadly bat virus with no known cure for it. Reports said that it is spreading rapidly fast. Fatality rates reaching 75% right now. Now, health officials have confirmed 5 cases in West Bengal. Hope I'm saying that right. The fuck? Now, they did say that this was in the past before, and when it was around, the death rates was up. My thing is, why it always come from like a bat or an animal? How they even get this? Who giving them this? They gotta be playing with these animals, man. I'm telling you, and then letting them go. I'm just saying, it don't make sense. You telling me these animals are just getting it from Mother Nature? They say you can get it through like close contact with a bat. Contaminated food. In some cases, it can be transmitted from person to person. I will be doing a part 2 to try to give y'all like the symptoms and let y'all know what the symptoms will be, so y'all can look out for it. Y'all already know. Y'all come over here, y'all come watch me. I'm gonna try to put y'all hip to things that I see, the rabbit holes I go down, the new information, bring awareness. Y'all my peoples. The fuck you mean? Hell yeah, I better be letting y'all know what's going on.
This is one of those stories that doesn't look scary yet, but that's exactly when you should pay attention. There's a virus with no cure that's just been detected near Kolkata, India, and before anybody switches off thinking this is some distant medical headline, here's why it actually matters to normal people. This hasn't shown up in the middle of nowhere. It's turned up around a hospital. Doctors, nurses, staff, people whose entire job is to stop illness spreading are the ones getting infected. One nurse is now in a coma after treating a patient with serious breathing problems, who died before they could even confirm what he had. That's not a failure of science, that's how fast this thing moves. Health officials are now testing hundreds of people and locking down high-risk contacts, because once a virus like Nipah gets a foothold in a dense city, you don't get a second chance. This isn't a new virus, and that's the worrying part. We already know how it behaves. It comes from bats, it can spread between humans, and when it hits hard, it hits fast. Brain inflammation, seizures, coma, sometimes within a day or 2. In past outbreaks, more than half the people infected didn't survive. And here's the bit that actually affects everyday life. When something like this happens, people don't panic because of the virus first. They panic because they stop trusting what they're being told. They wonder if hospitals are safe, if officials are being straight, if workers on the front line are being protected or quietly exposed. This doesn't mean we're heading for a global disaster, but it does mean this is one of those moments where early honesty and fast containment matter more than reassuring words. Because if trust goes before the virus is contained, that's when things spiral.
2 days after the US withdrew from WHO or the World Health Organization, criticizing it for being too China-centric during COVID-19, a virus called Nipah broke out in India, with a fatality rate of up to 75%, and now over a dozen people quarantined. So Nipah is naturally carried by fruit bats, and it can spread from human to human. The bad news is there is no cure or vaccine existing, only supportive care. But the good news is it is also not airborne, which means it spreads through bodily fluids or contaminated objects. So the WHO has already labeled Nipah as one of the viruses most likely to cause a future global pandemic. And the US withdrawing from WHO means less access to internal coordination and early warnings. So this is definitely a time to take caution.
Y'all, countries across the world are shutting down their airports. They're putting people in quarantine. This bat virus that came out of West India is nothing to fucking play with. It literally kills up to 75% of the people it touch. Yes, 75%. Imagine that hoe hopping on a flight and coming to America, because sources are saying it's almost here. When I tell you it's almost here, it is almost here. Okay, the virus is called the Nipah. It was just confirmed in West Bengal, India, where at least 5 people tested positive. 1 nurse is in a coma, okay? And the other hospital worker is also infected. About 100 people have already been quarantined after the virus spread inside the hospital. The hospital, y'all, there is no fucking cure. And who? The World Health Organization that Wigs R Us just took us the fuck out of, that just dropped our flag, saying they have no fucking cure. And we won't be a part of that shit. Stay at home. If that shit hits them, I'm about to go buy me some popcorn and some Debbie cakes. I ain't finna be out no fucking where.
A deadly bad virus with no cure is reportedly spreading rapidly in India. The virus has death rates up to 75% compared to COVID-19's 1 to 2%. Like at this point, Earth make Jumanji look boring. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather go live in Jumanji than what we got this raggedy BS we living in. Like put me in a Conjuring movie. Like I'd rather dodge demons than these virus carrying bats that they pop up out of nowhere because y'all blame COVID on it. Now you mean COVID got a higher credit score and now it's gonna kill more people? Like I need to talk to the bat this time. There ain't no way in hell y'all just gonna keep going blaming the bats for this. Like something else gotta be going on. But if we gonna do it, just go on send the stimulus checks the first month this time, okay? Don't make us wait a year and a half and then people gonna get excited for $1,200. Like no. They gotta go on send it off rip. And they talking about ain't no cure. They got the cure in the refrigerator somewhere. In some lab somewhere, there's a cure for this. And it's going to pop out like, hey, we ready to give them to y'all with your dumb ass.
So apparently there's a virus on the rise that cannot be cured. And again, this virus comes from overseas. And again, this virus can be contracted from fruit bats. Tell me what that sounds like to you. This virus is called Nipah. Rare, extremely dangerous. And when it shows up, it doesn't announce itself. This is a virus that they're saying has no cure. And if they're saying that a virus has no cure, it deserves a lot of attention. You gotta remember, we watched this movie play out in 2020. Saw the videos of people passing out. We ignored early warning signs. And then we watched how things spiraled out. We watched how people got sick. We watched how people lost their lives. And then we watched the blame be passed from one country to the next. Nipah jumps from animals to human beings, and sometimes from person to person. Again, fruit bats carry it. They're saying it spreads through contaminated food, surfaces, and physical contact. And again, here's the part that people don't like hearing. There is no cure. There is no approved vaccine. Doctors can only manage the symptoms and hope your body holds up. It's saying that the early symptoms look mild. Fever, headache, muscle pain, vomiting, sore throat. That's the stuff people usually brush off. And then it escalates. Severe breathing problem, brain inflammation, seizures, coma, death. Saying that past outbreaks hit fatality rates up to 75%. That's unreal. And here's the uncomfortable truth. When information moves slow, viruses don't. Transparency isn't optional. It's the difference between control and chaos. Pay attention.
So with a new year brings a new virus, y'all. They say we don't have to worry about this virus right now because it's not in America. But they say they are watching this virus very, very closely. This is called the Nipah virus. And the reason why they watching it so closely is because this junk don't have no cure for it. They said this virus has been around in the past, and when it did come around, the fatality rate was real high. I'm talking about out the roof type shit. They said this virus comes from a bat. It's always a bat or some weird type of animal that comes with some weird type of viruses and shit. It can spread through contaminated food in close contact with the bat. But they said in rare cases, it can be transmitted from person to person. So like I said, I don't think we gotta worry about nothing. I'm just giving y'all the news and letting y'all know what's going on other places. And maybe if it come over here, people can already know what to do or how to prepare for it. Or they just won't be caught off guard like, I never heard about this. If you follow Zay, you hear about a lot of shit. Different shit. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts down below in the comments.
One big virus is breaking out in India, guys. Them call it the Nipah virus. Yeah, man. 5 people dead and about 100 in a quarantine. So guys, wanna be careful out there. And to the Prime Minister of Jamaica, no make nobody come here from India. No make nobody come here from India, guys. Lock down the airport. Any access from India, lock it down. We don't want a virus there, Jamaica, because guys, it's a kill people.
Bro, what do you mean that we have another disease that people are taking the COVID restrictions again at airports? So it's the new virus called the Nipah virus in India, and it's already affected 200 plus people. We wanted 2016 back, not 2019. Like, and then y'all know doggone well, once the U.S. start talking about it, it has already reached here, and it is probably too late. Let's mask back up.
Welcome back, my people. So let's be clear. Fear is not a healthcare strategy. Blanket bans are not science, and turning an entire population into threat because of virus is not protection, it's politics. If government actually cares about public safety, they would invest surveillance, healthcare, and international corporations, not knee-jerk shutdown that fuel panic and stigma. We have seen these movies before, and every time this virus becomes secondary, while fear does the real damage. Healthcare should be about people, not punishment, about facts, not frenzy. And until we learn that lesson, the real damage won't just be disease, it will be how quickly we abandon reason when fear takes over. See you guys in the next one. Bye.